Live, Sunday Night Live. Welcome, good people.
Welcome, Alex the Car Doctor Live. Very excited to be with you all, especially after the last couple of weeks.
I'm telling you, y'all see his shirt tonight? It say Dad Power, but look, it's on E. I'm telling y'all,
I need to
listen,
be recharged.
we went to the Georgia National Fair yesterday, and man, we walked like at least 4 miles, at least. So,
It was a doozy.
first time going, lots of fun, lots of fried foods, but a lot of walking. And I don't think we was ready for all of that.
That my guy Lakes. Lakes in the house. What's going on, buddy?
Let me put my glasses back on so I can see something. Lakes Automotive Diagnostics, another YouTuber on here. You guys tune in to him, check him out. But y'all know what it is. It's Sunday, so we're doing car questions or whatever questions that you might have for Alex the car doctor. What up, peeps? What's up, thinker outside the
What's going
box?
on, buddy?
Roger, what's up, guys? Hope all is well.
Yeah.
Good evening, kings and queens. Our faves in the house tonight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Family.
about, man. Talking about.
I just watched the Fast X. I liked it. My wife.
I didn't like Fast and the Furious number whatever they on.
10 or...
808 says, "What up? The doctor's glad to see you guys again. Glad to be here. We
Yes.
almost didn't make it. Cause I'm like, listen, husband, okay, we got some chores we need to do.
We got a toddler that's
That girl
there.
Whew.
The quicker you clean up, the quicker she messes up.
Either we're getting too old to be having toddlers, or she just a different kid. Cause that girl,
no, she a different kid. I normally can handle toddlers. That's.
He says, who is that? Actually, Alex ran into one of you guys at the fair yesterday.
Was a TikTok fan.
TikTok guy. He was like, it's something when people notice.
Like,
Alex is so socially awkward. It's like when people do notice him, people like, huh? Oh, okay. Hey, caught you guys. What are mechanics' worst nightmare? Mine is a stripped out bolt.
Mine is rust. Believe it or not, rust and transmission problems. Those are just my personal. Stripped out bolts, not so much, because I've gotten really good over the years of learning how to tap and rethread things, and so yeah, it doesn't bother me anymore. It did when I first got in the industry. It was horrible.
But now you be doing it. You be making it happen.
No problem.
David said, good evening from South Carolina.
South Carolina in the house.
He said, my wife wants 8 kids, but I only want 2. How many kids you gotta have? Listen.
I was going for 10.
We have 5. 5 of them.
I stole my sister-in-law, baby.
Yeah, that, and if 6 if you count my niece that occasionally comes over. But no,
that's our kid. We had her since she was 2 days old.
Yeah, we did. But if you like your wallet and everything, I say keep it at 2. Yeah, 3 maybe.
Kids are expensive,
especially if you have a teenage daughter. Oh gosh, you're not. Alice don't never have no money.
That's why I can't finish my cutlass, man. It's like
808 says my worst mechanic nightmare is dropping a socket and having to do another job to get that socket back. Oh.
You must be talking about a 10mm socket. The rest, you're like, that was fine. It'll be fine.
Right,
you drop that 10, you're going to dig for that.
My goodness.
I know I do. Any other thing, like, I got plenty.
And Tia Sean said, what's the keys to a happy marriage?
Don't go to bed angry. A wise person told us.
Don't make him be who he not.
Yes.
Accept the person and love them for who they are currently, not who they could be or what you think they have the potential.
Guys never get with someone because of that reason. Like, oh yeah, I like everything, but when you start putting buts in the situation, just forget about it. Don't put the butt in there.
So far now, somebody asked on the live, is Alex, am I your girlfriend?
Yeah, you my girlfriend for the night. What's up,
honey? We've been married for 16 years. Okay, I'm far from a girlfriend. Question says, Roger says, question for you, Doc. Is there a stopping point when installing freezer plugs, cold plugs?
Let's see. I don't do too many of them. You must be working on like an old 350 or something. Modern day engines. I rarely have them blow out or have any problems with them. when I'm doing freeze plugs, I prefer the engine to be pulled. You can properly install them. When they're in the vehicle, it could be a nightmare. So what I do in situations like that, I get the rubber expanding ones. Yeah, that's what I do.
808 is a green. Yep, them 10 millimeters. Don't be dropping them 10s, you guys. Life of JR, what up? What's
going
happening?
on, buddy?
I've been meaning to look at your channel. You
Yeah.
said you was gonna make some content. I'm sure gonna be spying tonight. Want to see what you got over there. Them sockets are a nightmare.
Only the 10s.
Eric says, hey guys, 2013 Honda Odyssey with 53,000 miles. I just bought it and it drives great. Would you recommend the VCM be disabled to avoid future issues? Thanks.
No, the VCM, which is vehicle, it's like a stability management. I forgot what exactly it stands for, but it's basically like traction control, vehicle stability, stuff like that. Honda calls theirs VCM. Guys, write down in the comment what does that acronym mean? No, that's not gonna hurt anything. I've never seen it hurt anything. I would just keep up with the transmission on that 13. Do the transmission service on that Odyssey.
And use Honda Fluid if you're gonna do it yourself, or go to a shop. Make sure they're using Honda
and
Fluid.
Get ready to do that timing belt at around 90 or 100K. You'll be golden.
All right. Jacob says 2005 Chrysler 300 2.7.
Oh, he said the 2.7. Go ahead and skip him.
You finna hear what Jacob got to say. I got you, Jacob. He says the 2.7 overheating after driving. I replaced the water pump, thermostat, and hoses are new. Fan is working. Any idea?
Yeah. Before you did all that repair to it, you should have did a block test. Make sure the head gasket integrity was good. Well, it's done now. You can still do the block test, but if it's blown, if the head gaskets are blown, you did all that for nothing, unfortunately. So hopefully it's not blown. Also, if the water pump failed in a way where it was throwing oil, mixing oil in the coolant, you would need to flush the radiator really, really good, or just replace it just out of ease, because sometimes that sludge buildup can get in those small passageways and clog your radiator up. I have ran into that issue before. But yeah, hopefully that helps. And I'm pretty sure he did his thermostat.
Yeah. Thermostat, hoses.
Yeah. So yeah, those are only two things that it could be: stopped up radiator or blown head gasket.
Life of JR says, would it be a smart decision to get a Durango 392 instead of a Tahoe?
I would definitely go 392. It's just so much fun. Now, if you try to have fun and guzzle gas, 392 is the way to go. If you're trying to be low key, save fuel, and possible lifter issues down the road, go with Tahoe. My boat is 392. Yeah, 392.
And I ain't even no gearhead like that.
I want a 392 Durango for myself. They are already nice trucks, man. Mm-hmm. Oh man, we almost didn't want to sell the Citadel we had because it had every option.
Very nice.
Oh, that V8, and it was just a regular crappy Hemi. No, it's not crappy. Let me take that back.
I can say now, them Hemi people be on your head, and I can't help you.
The 5.7. I don't like the 5.7, guys. I'm just going to ahead and say it. It's good and all, but power wise, when you got a V6 almost making the same amount as a V8 and keeping up with a V8, why bother get a V8? Why bother get a 5.7? You can get the V6. So go big, go home.
David says, my worst mechanic nightmare was I had a spark plug head break off when changing them.
Sheesh.
Hey man, nightmares do happen. Yeah, that's been the theme. And somebody else was commenting under your vlog today. They were saying that I think it was Gene, stuff happening to everybody. I don't know.
It ain't even my fault, man. It's like, it's employees.
It's the nature of the beast. Jay Flex, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much, man.
2013 Chrysler 200 2.4, acting like it want to die. 5 to 6 times before eventually die while idling. No check engine light.
No check engine light. Oh, what's the mileage on that thing? Drop down the mileage, but let me take a guess at it. Stuff that doesn't call check engine lights are normally like low a fuel delivery issue, excessive carbon around the throttle body, because he said it idle. No,
Mm-hmm.
did he say it idle? Yeah, idling. Excessive carbon buildup around the throttle body. Stopped up catalytic converters can do it, because if the catalytic converter is stopped up, it's going to register clean because it's not flowing that well. I've seen that happen. So those are some of the things to look at. Testing the throttle body, just pull
It's
off your intake.
139K.
Okay. Uh, Testing throttle body, just pull off intake and check the, sometime, well, just clean it. Just clean it. Checking the well, how is the power? Because it may not be a catalytic converter issue. If the power is good after you get going, it could be definitely throttle body related, or fuel, something with the fuel.
Got it. I hope that helped you. All right, so we're gonna go to hi. John Flecko says hi, but I see you got a more lengthy comment, so I'll just get down there to that one. Okay. Roger said thanks, Doc. I'm working on a '98 Camry 2.2 engine.
Man, those things are tanks. Anytime they say the 2.2 Camry, I think of a tank.
It will run forever.
You can break the timing belt, and it's not interference engine or anything. It's just wonderful.
Got my fifth baby coming and need something with power.
First of all, you got to give him some thrills.
More power to your sanity. That's what I'm gonna get.
Well, he got the right idea. If you got something fast and the kids back there crying, just hit the gas, and they're gonna be like, "Woo!" They're gonna feel the butterflies, and that frown gonna turn upside down. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, go, Dad." That's the theory.
Well, congratulations to you. Children are a joy, but 5, I just.
Look,
some days I just sit here and just, I don't know.
My wife mad at me right now because we're in a minivan.
You know what? The minivan has grown on me a little bit.
Really?
First of all, I bought said minivan for $600.
No, $500.
$500. $600. I don't know. I just like the number 600. I got the minivan for $500, but you know what? You open them doors and they open by themselves, and the kids hop in, even the 2-year-old hop in.
It's convenient.
No, I don't know.
Hey, and it's a Chrysler.
I don't know. I think I might be swing because I'm normally a SUV type mom. Like I was like, I'm not pulling up in no van, but man, I don't know.
Look, Zaria even liked the van. My oldest daughter.
I don't know, man. Hey,
like, ooh, it's fast.
I'm at a season in my life where, hey, if it gets the job done, I ain't worried about it. You know, if it's got to be a $500 van that look great, by the way,
yeah, it looks amazing.
Service records out the wazoo, I'ma ride it.
He was a victim of bad mechanicking. Let's just say that. I'll probably do a short on it and show you what happened.
Right, yeah, we got it for cheap, though. Atia Sean says, what is a DOD delete in simple terms?
In simple terms, meaning you are turning off the ability to turn itself into a V4. Normally, the truck is a V8. Naturally, it's a V8. And GM, to combat fuel economy and EPA regulations, they are doing weird stuff, which in terms turning a V8 into a 4-cylinder to save fuel and keep down emissions, and overcomplicating
there you go,
a simple design engine. The GM LS and LT engines are very good without the DOD system.
That's what it is.
They messed it up when they did that.
Now, Colonel Buckshot says, I think he's talking about the DOD on the Odyssey.
Oh,
Odyssey have DOD?
Not from what I can think of. I didn't know Odyssey had a DOD. Probably do.
We don't see
Hondas never really give issues like that, so I never see them in the shop or have to look up how the system works, because if it does have some type of displacement on demand, it don't fail, and I don't see it, so I never have to research it and read about it.
Awesome. Jeffrey, good to see you, Jeffrey. You've been here a few times over the last couple of weeks. What do you think about a Lincoln Town Car Mercury Grand Marquis?
Whatever floats your boat. He put or whatever design you like, because literally it's the same car. You're just probably going to run into air suspension issues with the town car. because they install air suspension on those to give them a smoother ride over the sister cars, which is the Crown Vic, the Grand Marquis, and Mercury Marauder, which is my all-time favorite. No,
They run forever though. John Flecko says, "I have a Lexus 330 RX, so 2004, and my car only has 105,000 miles. How long does my timing belt last before I need to change it? And is this car have the interference belt? Thanks, love your channel."
Thank you, buddy. Most modern day cars of your era have interference engine. I would have to look it up, but I do believe it does. Now, if that's an '04 with very low miles, um, I do believe that may be the original timing belt on your car. Most people make this mistake. They will get a car that has a timing belt, and it'd be like an old car. Grandma had it or somebody never drove it. And the car may be like a 20, no, let's do '06. And it has a timing belt, but the car only got 70,000 miles. Let's say 50,000 miles. Let's go extreme. 50,000 miles. And the years now is 2023. That timing belt, my good sir and good ma'am, is bad. If you let tires, let's just think of tires. A timing belt is rubber. You buy tires back in '06 and just let them sit there. What's going to happen to them? They're going to be they're going to dry rot, crack up, all that bad stuff. So, if you're new to a vehicle, it's always recommended to do that timing belt. That's one of the biggest things, biggest and best things you can do for your vehicle if you plan on keeping it. Make sure that timing belt up to date.
So what's the intervals?
Normally the intervals, if you're not going off of years, in his situation, you have to go off of years. But I think normally they say every 100,000 miles or every 6 or between every 6 to 10, no, not 10 years. Every car is different, but yeah.
So it might be around the time now if he hasn't changed it on the history. 808 Plague says, working as a mechanic for dealership versus independent shops, which one do you think is better and why?
I think a dealership would treat you just as a number versus a independent shop. They'll treat you more like family. It'd be a more of a better work environment. I never had a chance to fully work with an independent shop. Almost had my feet in the door when I was very young, but it was I don't know if they didn't really trust me. I don't know whatever the case may be. What your grandma used to take her.
Oh, S10. Anthony, I know with that. I think you were just too good to pay.
Oh, yeah, I was running circles around them.
Yeah, and they didn't have the money to pay you.
They were looking. They were like,
yeah.
What the world going on? And they were asking me about stuff.
Yeah, that's what you ran into at that little blue shop on Memorial Drive too.
Okay, so yeah. I guess I was too good. My wife is
saying they have that's what it was. They can't afford you.
But like, as you know, versus after that experience, like I said, I was very young, maybe around 18, 19 at the time. After that, I went on to a franchise type shop, like a dealership. And Goodyear. Franchise dealerships, I'm putting those on the same, because they're not gonna recognize your talents like that. They're gonna treat you like a number. They value ASCs more than the actual skill and knowledge, believe it or not. Like, you can have skills out the wazoo, but go get ASC. Well, what if you're not good at taking tests like I did? I used to hate getting ASCs. That's just my 2 cents. Hopefully it helps.
So your vote is independent.
Yes.
Says a day with J1 says my check engine light comes on every time I get home. Could I every time I get on my mountain bike, could I just be fat?
No, man, you just need a fuel induction. I think if you get one of them NOS from Quick Trip or your local gas station, man, that thing will be flying. It won't come on no more. Tell me, put some NOS in your life.
Man,
get on that bicycle, pump that NOS, and
You know what though?
You're gonna be shooting flames out your ring.
Y'all need to tag Nas. Alex drank so much Nas, it ain't even funny, man. I'm like, you know what? They need to sponsor you for real.
Yeah.
Brand, that was hey man, A Day with J1, that was a good one. I was really reading that like it's about to be good. But then I saw Mountain Bike. What are you Good one. Brandon Clark says, just got a job as a tech at BMW of Brooklyn. Brooklyn, the house. It's just, I feel like when you say Brooklyn, you got to say it like New York, Brooklyn, like hard, you know? BMW of Brooklyn. Do you have any tips for working on BMWs?
Yes. The worst thing on those BMWs in my past experience, it is those freaking radiator hoses. Like, you have to pop the little clip out. And sometimes, well, mostly all the time, it's made to just slide right out, but it be on there so long, you have to kind of fight, wiggle with it. Just be very careful and take your time getting those hoses off. Spray a little WD-40 on there. It could help, it could not, but it's
worth a shot.
Yeah, worth a shot. Then just wiggle very gently. Normally what I do is get 2 little flathead screwdrivers or some type of picking device.
I don't feel like getting punched today. Your hands, like your knuckles are huge, first of all. And it's by my face.
Wiggle, get in between there and softly, gently wiggle it back and forth. Gentle. Other than that, just be careful with all that plastic stuff.
Just be careful, period, honey. Because let me tell you something. Those
and the owners.
The owners are
strap their car up with rubber.
Yeah. What do you mean? What? Are you malfunctioning?
No. Floor mats. Like, use your protection.
Oh.
Strap up when you get in those BMWs.
Man, put your mat down. Make sure you keep that car clean. That's what he's. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Strap up. You gotta keep it protected.
Put your paper. Make sure you.
Yeah. And wipe down these people's cars.
Yeah.
People with BMWs.
And Mercedes, they're very finicky.
Not all of them, of course, but the majority of them are bougie people, and they want things a certain way. They want their car better than it came in. So be just extra careful. You don't really have to deal with the customers, but you don't want to have your service writer or boss rolling down your neck because you left a smudge or anything on the seat or whatever the case may be. So just wash your hands after you finish and get in their car clean, pretty much.
Right.
Make sure you use your seat protectors, your steering wheel protectors, your floor mats. And that's what I mean by
that's even more important than doggone actually fixing the car.
These BMW customers, these $high car customers in general,
and rightfully so. Like, I'm not knocking them for wanting their stuff.
I'll be the same way. I'll be extra. I paid $60,000 to $100,000 for a car. Oh, best to believe I'm being very extra and bougie myself.
Yeah, so not hating on you BMW folks.
That's my advice.
We got 5 kids, baby. I ain't expecting no nice car.
We can't have nothing nice.
It's regular.
Man. They gonna
my toddler crunched up some Ritz crackers for fun in the back seat of that van yesterday. She just was. I was like,
sprinkling pixie dust. Woo.
Right. Life of Jar said, trying to convince my wife to get the 392 Durango. Help me convince her. Tell her come on here, and I tell her.
I tell her all the good stuff. You're not gonna have no problems. It's better than that Tahoe.
Yeah, it is.
If you can afford it, I say go for it.
Go for it. Uncle Mark says, hi, all from Manitoba, Canada.
Oh, tell her I don't work on them. I don't see them in my shop like that. I only see them in my shop for regular maintenance stuff. Damn.
Said today was a bit cooler, 50 degrees. Not ready for this weather. You know what? It was a little cool in Georgia today. And I was like, ooh, wait.
It was down almost in the 50s.
I put on my little space heater. I was like, it's cold in here. I put my little baby on her little footy little onesie thing. It was a little cool.
A little chilly.
We have to be careful around this time of year because Alex and 2 of our kids have severe asthma, and when the weather changed, that's when they
I don't want to die again.
Asthma start flaring up, right? And so I'm very extra careful this time of the year. Nick says, "Yo, good evening.
What's going on, Nick?
What's going on? I hope you're doing okay." Arnesia says, "How can you tell if an oxygen sensor has gone bad on an 04 Dodge Durango? Almost no power or pickup."
Really, that's going to take a good scanner and look at live data. You got to know what you're looking at. It's kind of hard to explain. You also may have stopped up catalytic converters too. Also, the computer is very smart. That's considered a modern day car, believe it or not, even though it's 04. The computer is still sophisticated enough where it will sense a problem in the oxygen sensor and throwing a code saying oxygen sensor slow response, or then you have to figure out why is it slow response. It may be a clog in the stream or something like that. So may have catalytic converter problem. It is a 04. Catalytic converters don't last forever.
Right. Those 04s weren't that bad though.
No, I don't see them in the shop like that.
And anytime I see them on the auction, they're always high mileage.
And they expensive too still. I be trying to pick them up whenever I can.
Zach says, hey, Alex, the cut out, Uncle Mark's in here too. Oh shit, the boy's back in town. And Uncle Mark's was like, hi, Zach. What's up, Zach?
Yeah, what's going on?
Coming in with the positivity and the pumpness. I like it. Jacob says, 2005 Chrysler 300 radiator. 2.7 radiator is new and I vacuum filled the cooling system.
Okay.
Is it possible to have a compression and a blown head gasket? I think that's what we told him before.
Yeah, now you can still, depending on what a blown head gasket, where it blows at, the car will run perfectly fine. No white smoke, no mixing of oil. That's what throws a lot of people off when it comes to head gaskets. Head gaskets blow in all different types of ways. When normal people think of blown head gasket, they automatically think, oh, my coolant and oil is going to mix and I'm gonna get white smoke out the tailpipe. No. We've personally owned a vehicle where we drove around a blown head gasket for a good little minute, back in our, low buck days. Nissan Altimas, the older ones. Oh my gosh. They can have blown head gaskets and you won't even know.
Rode that car for 2 weeks and didn't even know.
No, it is crazy. Like Nissan, the old Altimas, like they on some other stuff, man. Them things can be blown. You won't know. You literally have to drive that car for about 30 minutes straight before it start doing funny stuff with the coolant. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. So yeah, they blow in certain different ways.
Check that out. I would do a block test like you told you before. You guys, if you're getting something from this live stream, take some time out, hit that like button. And then this is the motion you got to do. Boop, boop. That's it, guys. That's all. It helps the algorithm push it out to more people so they can join the live. Unless y'all want to be stingy and don't want to have to compete for us to get y'all questions. Look, I do understand that.
I do the same thing. I'm not hitting no live. I want Alex all to myself.
Join the club, okay?
Look, it's like at the fair yesterday. I'm like, man, because we went in the morning. It was nice. Just walk right on the ride. Not a lot of people. Man, them folks start rolling in.
It was crazy.
I'm like, time to go. I can't get no question in. I can't do nothing.
And say, y'all, I hope I said that right. Says, hi guys.
What's happening?
Be fine. Hey fam, what's going on?
Brittany?
Love y'all. We love you back.
That's how that.
Love you. Hi John says, what up? Hi John, I want to know. What the high stand for at High John? I've been meaning to ask you that.
You know what it stands for.
I just want to be sure.
I'm trying to be over there with you.
Says, what up, y'all? What are your thoughts on Permatex ceramic brake parts lubricant versus copper anti-seize for brake pads and clips?
I've been using wheel bearing grease lately. It seems like it stays lubricated much longer versus anti-seize will dry out. The copper, my days of using copper, I have a good experience with that. But it just seems to dry out over the time if you neglect it versus the wheel bearing high temp lube. It's made to stay there. As long as the rubber dust boots are good, it's gonna stay in there. So that's my opinion on that.
Eric says the VCM deactivates the cylinder for better fuel mileage. So he was like Colonel Buckshot said. Also causes oil consumption and broken motor mounts due to the vibration. Can you tell that I spend too much time on the Honda forum? No, actually, that's pretty good. Actually,
you just taught me something. I'm like, I don't know. I never looked into it because like I said, I don't see too many Hondas in my
we
shop.
don't see a lot. If we do see a Honda, it's an older one.
So yes, if you're still in the live, yeah, it sounds like it'd be a good idea to delete that. I mean, not delete it, but turn it off. So yeah, Hondas are, I guess, just not my things because I don't work on them.
Well,
that
if the
much.
forum, if the people are having bad experience,
Yeah.
would have been in the forum.
Definitely
I would
listen to
trust
them.
it. Yeah, for sure. That's the best thing one of the best things the internet has to offer is the ability to be live in forums because you can connect with people all across the globe that may have the same issue as you.
I did not know Honda did that.
Now you know. Thank you, Eric.
Thank
you just
you,
talk. Always be learning.
Like I said, I'm an empty cup. I never fill my cup, and never too big to learn new things because as soon as you fill that cup up, you become an a-hole.
Right. And I would not allow that. Okay. Randy says, best coolant to use on American vehicles, brand wise, or does it matter?
It does matter. But brands are funny. Like really it boils down to the appropriate type because you have so many different brands out here. Like, who do you go with? You go with one that specifically is for your vehicle. If your vehicle take this type, that means this vehicle is manufactured for this chemical in that coolant for this system. These aftermarket companies like Valvoline, Prestone, all that, they're basically copying it, saying, hey, we got the same thing over here, a lot cheaper. It has everything your vehicle requires from the OEM factory, plus an extra, whatever that extra is. So yeah, it really doesn't matter what brand to me. I haven't had any issues. It's the type,
like Euro got their own.
Yeah, coolant. I prefer definitely use the correct stuff that goes in there.
Brand don't matter, but the type does. Roger says, what are your go-to rotors, Doc?
Lately I've been on Duralast, the black. I just call it the black rotor. They have this special coating. Is it Elite? No, it's not Elite.
I know I got Elite for my car.
No, those brake pads. The rotors are just the gold ones. Advance, I used to get a lot of stuff for them, but they made me mad. That's a whole nother story.
No. Their rotors been sucking.
That's what I'm saying. I used to go. I was about to get to that. I used to go to Advance until they made me mad. I cut them off completely. But our time getting rotors from them, oh my gosh, it was horrible. I used to think, rotors are rotors. It's a big chunk of metal. It's brand new. What could go wrong? No, man, that stuff matters. I kept having comebacks. A couple of months on down the road, the customer come back. Yeah, the car's shaking again like it was doing before. Crazy. Like, I have to keep warranting out brakes, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is getting exhausting. So I switched over to AutoZone, to their gold rotor, which is the whole rotor is black and it's coated in this some type of material that burns off, but it protects it from rust. And I haven't had any issues out of that particular rotor.
Pico Charles Livet dropping some knowledge. He says anti-seize on the hub, rotor, wheel contact points, and the brake lubricant on the back of the pads and caliper hardware. He's saying put it all on there. Dropping knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And what I like about the live is Alex not the only
mechanic in here.
Yeah, right. It's good to talk to everybody.
Especially the only time I will put stuff on the back of the pads if you're using cheap pads, meaning it's just a metal backing plate. Yeah, it will cause noise and it's a must. You put some type of lubricant back there to absorb that noise. But if you're using quality parts, most quality parts, the backing plate be some type of rubberish material. In AutoZone, what they're doing now is making it like you have to peel this sticker off, and it's some type of gooey material. With brake pads like that, it's not necessary. If you want, you can go ahead and do it out of habit, but it's not necessary if you have that type of brake pad to grease the back.
John Flecko says, thanks again. Going to get that belt changed soon. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Get it changed now. Go on ahead. Omar says, hey, beautiful peeps.
Hey, what's going on?
Omar. David says, I have a 92 Lexus ES300, 161,000 miles. I've had it 4 years. It has proof the timing belt was changed at 89,000 miles. Been a reliable car. When should I change the timing belt again? It's at 161 now.
Mm-hmm.
It was changed at 89 before.
I'm
gonna say 189. You say 100,000 miles?
Yeah, you should change it like every 100,000 miles.
So 189, David. Change it again.
Oh, them whole Lexuses are some tanks, man.
Yeah,
them
they
things that just keep going and going and going.
And Randy says, I know the shop labor rates in Brooklyn. I told you gotta say Brooklyn real hard.
You gotta say it aggressive. Brooklyn.
I know the shop labor rates in Brooklyn highest in America. Tell us what they are.
Yeah,
I don't even know. Richard Brown says, what's going on, Car Doctor family? Just checking in on y'all. This is Rick. I usually on y'all live from another account. Oh, okay. But anyway, just waving. So take care and keep on taking care of the people like you already do.
Look, he's not using his spam account. Look, we done urged something. Now we know his real name.
Right. Good to see you, though.
Yeah, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, David J. Like, what's up, bro? I just subbed the other day. I really appreciate your attitude and videos. So sick of watching slick talking so-called flag flying patriots that I wouldn't talk to in everyday life.
Man,
that was a mouthful.
I appreciate the love, man. I keep it 100% over here.
We try to, and you know what? Too, I want to say this because Alex showed me a comment of some guy that said that he's sure that Alex wants to gently strangle me because I keep interrupting. And
I need my wife.
I'm gonna take that as a joke because he said gentle. You know, guys. My husband has ADHD.
I don't think so, but
do you want to do this right here, now?
Nah, go ahead.
You got just be okay with you. I like you for the way you are.
I'm fine.
So he'll go on rants. Okay. So I film pretty much 100% of the videos. So rather than saying cut, say this, and this, I'll just ask him a question
and it helps
that you guys may want to know so that he can cover the information in the video. So while you guys may think I'm interrupting, no, I'm actually keeping him on track. Or the videos won't be as informative as they are.
I will go off into space.
He will go. He gonna take you somewhere else.
I'm gonna take you down the street and keep going.
So when I blurt out a question, he's running away from me, and I want him to stay on that topic. So I'll say, so what is this? I know what it is. I already know. But if I felt like he glossed over it while I'm filming, I'll ask him so he can come back and cover that for you viewers at home.
Yeah, we being 100%.
You're welcome.
There, you know, it's not like, oh, cut and let's do this.
I have to blurt out the question so he'll catch it like, oh, well, yeah, this is because he'll gloss over it because he assumes that you already know, but
just straight up forget.
Right. So I have to do that to make sure he stays on track. You know, that's we like yin and yang. We work well together. Now, sometimes when he's not feeling like it, we got to cut like 60 times for him to just get certain stuff right or whatever.
That's been all last week. Man. That's right, man. I don't even feel like being at work.
I tell you what,
it's I have sun deficiency. I need my sun. I recently figured that out.
This time of year he gets no, it's a name. Is it sad? It's called sad.
It's weird. Because I was like, why do I get like this?
When the weather changes, he gets down in the dumps, and it's
I don't want to do nothing. I shut down.
Yeah, he does. So know that when I'm on these lives, or when I'm filming, or you might hear me ask him a question during the video, honey, it's to help my man. Okay, that's all. I really don't got to be him.
Help your boyfriend.
My boyfriend tonight. Yeah, it's to help him stay on track and to stay, you know, right now I know we've been married long enough. This is the season right here where I have to keep him motivated. You know, just
I did good last year. I think I took some vitamin D pills.
Yeah, you been doing good.
So I need the sun to keep me. I don't know. I get my energy from the sun or something. I don't know. Light skinned folks stuff.
Whatever.
I'm serious, man. Light skinned folks, they seem like they have the hardest time. I'm like, what is wrong with us? Light skinned folks.
Man.
We got issues.
Y'all will be all right. Y'all be all right. Says, but I'm glad. I thank you for your comment. Jay. And David says, good evening, YouTube. What's going on,
What's
David?
happening,
Carlos
David?
Aguilar says, I have an 03Z66 Avalanche making a whining noise when accelerating. It's got 175,000 miles, no engine lights or code. 5.3
So,
Vortec.
you have that transmission, that 4L60. Those transmissions have been known to fail left and right, unfortunately, the 4L60s. That whining noise could be a transmission pump whine. That's the only thing that comes to mind right now. It could also be some type of pulley, your drive belt pulley somewhere up in the front. But if it sounds like it's coming right from underneath you, most likely it's going to be a transmission pump that's getting ready to go out on you, and transmission going to stop. Unfortunately, it's got 175,000 miles. So, yeah, you normally see problems, especially if you haven't been servicing that transmission. People with 4L60s need to be servicing that transmission at least every 30,000 miles, or they're going to run into some problems.
All right. Hi, John is thanking Charles for his comment about the lubricant.
Okay.
Shout out to Charles for that,
Yeah,
helping
appreciate you,
our
buddy.
one of my faves out. Nebo said, I've never had a problem with you guys keeping my cars clean. Cause we don't play that.
Yeah,
we
don't
putting
play that.
We putting on everything.
We strap up.
Yeah. I wish you wouldn't say it like that.
That's just strapping on the stuff. I can't help,
especially during COVID.
I can't help because you got dirty mind.
It depends on what day. Hey, you ain't got to play with me. It depends on what day it is. And the day is one of them days. I just playing. But listen, when COVID was here, we put like seat covers on, steering wheel covers. Now we really don't do all of that anymore, but we do take precautionary measures.
I tell my guys, make sure you wash your hands before you get in people's cars.
They scrub in and scrub out, just like a doctor's office. Before you touch the car, you washing your hands, and when you finish, you washing your hands.
Mats on every car. I tell them to wash their hands because it's just so much easier to wash your hands versus getting steering wheel covers. Put steering wheel covers on there, and you still got dirty hands. The steering wheel covers it's just better to wash your hands. You'll be ready for the next car.
Wash your hands anyway. Just wash them. UGK AO6 Brown. If you like the rapper UGK, I like him too. Missed you guys. So I'm trying to avoid the shop. I got a cut O2 sensor and use an extractor socket to get it off. So what's your question? And why are you trying to avoid the shop? They don't be treating you right over there.
Probably somewhere, man. I learned from talking to many customers and you guys. It is really hard for the consumer, guys, and I really feel bad for y'all. This is ridiculous. We stay in a world where everybody is trying to get over on everybody. It's not right, and it's sad and sickening. You know,
it's scammers everywhere in every industry.
Why it's got to be so prone in the automotive industry?
And it's people's livelihood too. It sucks.
Yeah, man.
But we also have predatory customers too. You know, they been tripping. Ira says, what's up, Alex? Enjoying the channel, listening to you two while I'm doing body work on my 78 Cadillac Coupe.
Man, I'm going to have to come over there and learn a little thing or two from you.
What's up with the cut, dog? You want me to tap and air out your dirty laundry?
I don't care.
So listen, my husband got mad at me.
I did not get mad.
Irritated with me.
I didn't get irritated.
Because I junked a car that he did not need. He didn't need it.
I didn't care about it. I don't care.
So despite me, he put the Cutlass up for sale. Didn't tell me. So you know what I did? I deleted it right there, then and there. I was like, don't play with me in here. Nobody's selling Cut Dog. I let you keep Cut Dog. I let you keep that Subaru that you want to LS swap. I let you keep that Kia that you was going to turn into a 4x4.
It's just a 4x4 already.
Whatever.
I want a side-by-side.
What that? So what? So I'm just going to sell everything. He do that sometimes, you know. And then sometimes I got to bring in a strong arm and be like, no, we not doing that. So I'm sorry to all the Facebook Marketplace people who thought you had you one, because no, I deleted it. So that's what's up with Cut Dog. We be having spats sometimes, but we love each other though. You know, we was able.
I just want to throw up both hands.
No, it's all right. You just gotta keep your head
What you
up.
talking about? I'm talking about going on a roller coaster and throwing up, boy.
Man, anyway, Wesley says, I have a 2010 Chevy Equinox. The car drives good until it seems the car gets hot and the fuel trim goes very negative, -15 to -20. I change almost everything, O2 sensor, spark plugs, etc. He's got more. 66,000 miles, no engine codes also.
Dang, going that negative?
It's an Equinox too.
Could
it be wiring? Did we have a problem with the
2010 Equinox? When did they switch over? Let me know what engine is in that car, cause the Equinox they switch gens somewhere around that era. They switched from using the 3.4 V6 to the new gen, which used two engines, the 2.4 direct injection engine. I think some of them came non-direct injection. I don't know. And the V6 3.6 GM engine. I need to know what engine you have. I may be on, but they know something. Let me know what engine you have.
Clayton says 50 degrees. He laughing at us like people do. I already seen 23 degrees in the morning here in Alaska. That's why I can't come to Alaska.
Clayton, I'm about to look you up. It don't feel like that. See, y'all be laughing at us. Georgia, 50 degrees feel like 20 degrees.
It's cold.
It's something about the air down here, guys, because I went to Colorado and I was like, oh, this is nice. We talking about snow everywhere. I went skiing and stuff. And I'm like, this is not bad. Now, my feet was freezing my butt off. I couldn't feel my feet no more, but this Georgia weather, it hit different. I don't know. And the temperature don't even be like, it'd be like 40, 50, and it feels like it's negative something.
I don't know. I'm gonna come. Tell me when it's warm in Alaska, I can come. Life of JR wife is in here. She said, I'd rather have another Durango over the Tahoe. Y'all tell him this one is mine only. Okay, yeah. I just don't want captain seats in this one. Listen, in order, you got to compromise. Give this lady the Durango, let it be hers. And when you driving it, be easy on the rims. Don't be over there driving like a bat out of nowhere.
Don't be doing power slides and donuts.
Go ahead and give your wife that. She's giving you another baby, a life.
A life.
Let her have the 392.
That's priceless.
Give it to her. And take your picture, girl, and post it so we can see it. Tag Alice the card out there in your new 392.
For sure. I want to see that. The 2.4. All right.
You got the 2.44 cylinder. All right. So I just scrolled down to see that. But
I remember his question.
Okay.
This fuel trims are going lean. Yeah, that's.
Is this one?
No, that's
2010 Chevy Equinox with the 2.4.
I'm having a brain fart here. He
said, you're misfiring?
Yeah, fuel trims going very negative. Negative mean it's. I'm trying to remember this. Adding fuel or taking away fuel. Negative. Yeah, I just grew a brain fart.
Google where your phone is. In the house?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not about to Google that right now. There is a regulator inside the high pressure fuel pump. It sits right in front of the engine. He has the 2.4 that's notorious for those timing chains going bad in. Or you may be having timing chain issues too. I checked that as well. But there's a regulator that sits at I think it's the bottom. It's bolted up because you know where it's at. The high pressure fuel pump is covered up. It's sitting on the head, I think in the front somewhere. And there's a plug that's going into the high pressure fuel pump. I think that is the regulator or something like that. Controls the high pressure fuel pump. That may be your issue, along with it is direct injected, meaning the top of the valves don't get fuel spray. So they'll cake up with carbon very bad. So bad sometimes causing fuel trim issues. So I will run a fuel induction service and using I know normally when they get bad, I'll run a seafoam treatment and then go buy the special direct injection stuff treatment to go in there. So I'll just run all kind of stuff through the induction system to try to clean those carbon deposits off the top of those valves, because that can cause turbulence in the air and do funny things. So hopefully that kind of points you in the right direction. Of course, I have to see the car personally to look at it for myself to get a better idea of it, but that's what comes off the top of my head when you say that.
Hopefully I help you, Wesley. Corey says, hey, Alex, what's up, man? Thanks for the stream and the awesome advice. I got a 2005 Sequoia.
Good stuff.
Is the pricing for fixing the AC and the back door lock expensive?
The AC, yes. AC work can be quite expensive. Because, it takes special equipment. You got to vacuum it down. Of course, you can do it the cheap way, but you'll be back doing the AC in the near future. You want to fix it once and be done with it. The rear door, that's a common issue on those Sequoias.
So didn't you just recently do one of those?
Yeah. No, I didn't do one. I had to open it up. I forgot what he was trying to do, but I had to get back there and open it up. But finding parts locally is impossible.
That was his problem.
He had to order it online. So yeah, once you tear the back door panel off, I don't know if it's stuck down, but it's not expensive. But it depends on who you deal with too. You can be dealing with a crook and try to get you for everything you got for something that's very simple. So fixing that rear door lock, I'll say no more than $150, and that's on the high end there.
Okay, I was say if he in California, and I don't know what charge they be charging over there. All right, so No Go in the house. No Go 50.
I remember that name.
Right, me too. Hi, hope you're having a good Sunday. We hope the same for you too. We're having a great Sunday. Ready for Monday. And I actually have to work the front tomorrow, which I'm not particularly.
You gotta get bombarded with phone calls.
I feel like I've gotten promoted, so I don't have to do all that. But
Shan, we miss you. Come back.
Shan gotta go to the doctor, so I guess I gotta run the front from 9 to 6. Atia Sean says done. Jacob says thank y'all. RL says not sure if you got my email. I'm probably not sure, boo. You gotta let me know what you emailed and what you sent it to so I can see.
Yeah.
David says, speaking of head gaskets, I did a block test on the Subaru and it failed. The guy was so glad to just know what was up. He tipped me $120 of whiskey.
Jeez. Oh, he hooked you up, man. Hey, I'm coming over. We're gonna enjoy some of that whiskey together.
He said, "Hi, John the Conqueror." I like it. I mess with it. What the young kids say? I mess with it. Brown Pryor says 2009 Dodge 2.7 timing alignment.
I got a whole video on that. That's pointing out how to set the timing on that particular engine. That engine, by the way, is be nice.
And I guess on that note, we'll move on. RL says 2016 Escalade. Okay, I can check the email.
Okay.
And see if we got anything about that.
Lifter related, I've recently stopped doing lifters on those trucks, guys, because I'm having parts issues out the wazoo, and it just keep biting me in the butt dealing with warranty work.
Yeah, you're only as good as your parts.
Yeah,
okay, I agree.
Can do the work good all day long, but the real fix, I can't say it. But
well, wait a minute. Somebody commented and was like, "Why are you using brand lifters when you should be dealership only?"
I make dealership lifters fail on me. That's why. And plus, why put something back in there that's causing all these issues from the get-go?
He probably don't even work on cars.
Yeah,
crazy.
Right, man.
Phil H says, do you do your programming in-house? And do you work on hybrids?
Yes, I work on hybrids. I do mild programming, meaning if I install a transmission, I will reprogram it and relearn it. What else? Small programming I do. Something else. But I don't get into deep programming. I just don't have the time to sit down and get into it. I know how to do it, dibble and dabble in a little bit, but I call someone out and have them do it if it comes to, takes too much of my time.
David says, don't use bearing grease on any guide pins that have the rubber tips on them. It will swell the rubber and seize the pin.
I know what you're talking about too. I haven't ran into that issue. Um, yeah, I haven't ran into that. I guess that's why I continue to use it.
Well, now you
Yeah,
know
yeah, I'm
now.
gonna look more into that. But guys, listen to David. It seems like he had some experience with that.
Hmm.
Um, just go out and buy the appropriate grease. They do sell slide pan grease for that particular part, so just use that.
Shout out to you, Dave.
Yeah, thank you, David.
Another day. You know what? How many
This,
Davids in here tonight?
hey, it's David's all in the
David
house.
night tonight. David says, I have a 2017 2.0 Camaro with over 100,000 miles. Is it okay to switch my oil and ATF to Royal Purple?
I don't see why not. It should be fine long as you're using the correct ATF from Royal Purple, the correct type. Um, the brand Royal Purple I do enjoy. I never heard anything bad about Royal Purple. Um, so that'll be perfectly fine. Especially if, you got to make sure you're using the correct weight as well. And you'll be great.
Awesome. Roger said, do you have any tools you have purchased on Amazon that you recommend, Doc?
Yes, I shop a lot on Amazon when it comes to specialty tools. It really just depends on what you're doing because it's hard to say uh, what I recommend. I don't know what you're doing at home because I can go down a rabbit hole of what I recommend if you're a shop owner.
Most of the stuff come from Amazon.
Yeah.
Like a good bit of your tools come from Amazon.
Or I can go down the rabbit hole of what you need with regular DIY, or I can go down the rabbit hole of what you need if you just work on your curvy blue moon. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. Now I do have an Amazon affiliate store that I set the time out and drop stuff in there that I personally used over the years and that I recommend buying. So y'all check out my store.
It's Amazon.com/Alice the Car Doctor / I think.
Oh gosh,
I
don't know how to easily get to it.
It's in the link in a couple of his descriptions of his videos, but I'll start adding it to this. But we like Amazon. It's cheaper, but you haven't had any problem. I would say my favorite tool that you use from Amazon is that relay kit.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites.
Because Snap-on, I'm going to charge your arm and a leg, and my favorite tool is that camera, that inspection camera.
Oh yeah,
I love that camera, and it's holding up great, guys. Like I've had that camera for a good little minute now, and it's taking shop abuse. It's doing great.
What's
it's better than the Snap-on when I can bore scope.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm gonna find that. I was looking for your Amazon affiliate store, but
it's hard to get to it. Let me tell it.
Carl says 2016 GMC Yukon. Is there any prevention or precautions to keep the vehicle running smoothly?
Keep your fingers crossed. You don't have lifting problems. No, for real. Try to use great quality oil. It's really about this AFM, the DOD system, the active fuel management system on those GM cars. It's like playing Russian roulette with a revolver. You just 1 minute you're fine, driving down the street, get off the freeway, your thing ticking, skipping like crazy. So it's iffy.
Okay, I found it. It's Alex. It's Amazon.com/shop/Alex the Car Doctor.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
They can't see that. It's blurred.
Yes, they can. Let me do me.
Okay, my bad.
Let me do me. And it's 71 items in there that I know it's a little blurry, but I'm gonna put the thing up on the screen. And it's 71 items in there that Alex just used that he owns himself. So I'm gonna put that
items that I recommend buying.
Right. Did you finish with Carl?
Yes.
Okay. Randy says, not CarQuest no more.
No, they made me mad and they quality sucks.
He says, I use O'Reilly's for my Get To parts and Duralast Gold. Thumbs up. So our top 2 parts vendors right now are Amazon and O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's carry every time we have to do lifters for the 3.6 Pentastar. I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna get the cam from O'Reilly's because they actually have them in stock. Everything else is pretty much between AutoZone,
'Cause
O'Reilly's.
we stay. It's hard to compete with AutoZone in our area because we're down the street from a mega hub. It's huge.
Randy says Range Rover charging like $450 an hour to a customer.
Ouch!
Something ridiculous like that,
Holy
man.
moly, $450 an hour.
You gotta pay to play.
Sheesh.
Got to pay to play.
Make you not want to Ford. I mean Range Rover. Oh, guys, look right now in the comments. Do Ford still own Range Rovers, or they sell it off?
I don't know.
Let
Find out.
somebody
'Cause I
let me
know.
know.
Do they still own Jag, right?
Well,
Or they back- Jag done went back.
Jag is Range Rover. They them
Oh,
two together some type of
gotcha.
way. Drop down in the comment. I haven't looked it up in a long time, but yeah, Jag and Range, because Jag back in the early like 2010, 2014 era, they was using the Coyote engine in their Jaguars.
We just did a Jag like
Yeah.
that. Randy
But I don't know
says
if they separate.
Alex is mechanically an engineer and she is the brains. Yeah,
Yes. Well said, Randy.
pretty much. That's why, you know what, he stay in his lane and I stay in my lane, and we just work well
I don't
together.
have no lanes. I just be swerving all over. the
Sometimes
road
you
like a
swerve
drunk
over here,
man.
and I be like, you got to get back over there, babe. You're in my
I
way.
won't be next to you.
A day with J1 says y'all are great together. A lot of hubby and wife combos seem very forced. Your chemistry is 100.
Yes,
This is my babe, okay? It's Bunny and Clyde.
This is my life partner.
It's Ike, Tina, no punches though. You know what I'm saying? So no, we've been married for 16 years and together for 17.
No punches, only slaps.
I mean, no, you know I had.
No, you be a bad girl.
We're gonna be like Ike and Tina in back of that limo. So you slap me, I'm gonna slap you
Who
back.
said in the face? What are you talking about?
Oh, that's kind of slap. Oh, I like them slaps. We can click off live right now. Jean says, hey there. That video today was the best for every car person to learn the truth. Yes. Hey,
Which video?
The vlog. I saw.
Oh, yeah, that was like our first little vloggers.
Yeah.
I was like, babe, what are you doing? What are we making?
He was like, it's not a tutorial. Why we got it? I was like, listen, let's just do a day in the life to get a piece.
And that was 100% real. Like, because I didn't know what my wife was doing, to be honest. She didn't tell me.
Just let me do me.
She just film and.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is, you know.
It was listen, everything is not roses in springtime. As you can see, we're in the fall. Leaves be falling, turning crunchy brown,
my
honey.
Nose running and all that.
You have to roll with the punches. But yes, we this week alone, I've spent $2,000 in repairing customers' cars that should not have happened. Yeah. You know, however, because we're the owners, we have to make the situation right. And thankfully, these are understanding customers, you know, but
one is my cousin. The
it
other
should
one
not.
Is unbelievable.
Yeah, and she's new to us.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm setting a bad impression. It's like, that's my worst fear as a shop owner. Guys, when I work on people's cars, I don't do it for the one night stand situations. I want you to keep coming back. And I always try to make a good first impression, but this was not a good first impression. I'm talking about the journey with the transmission issue.
Right.
You know, only thing I can do is make it right, you know, but this lady is being inconvenienced at my expense.
Right.
It hurts me.
Right.
It hurts me inside. Like, that's not what I stand for.
And our pockets.
Yeah.
You know, we got bills just like any other American family, but if I would make it right with a customer before I do anything else. So hopefully by the time we give her car back, we fought for CarShield to give her a new engine, and I'm replacing the transmission. So
she gotta have a new engine and transmission.
May the car treat her well. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Alex needs a sun lamp. Yes, I heard about those.
What's a sun lamp?
It helps you during this season when you know.
Oh, y'all talking about that? The little
sun lamp.
Yeah. Okay.
David says they sell them on Amazon. David says my Lexus ES300 is a tank. You answered my question last Sunday about a random shutoff. It turned out to be a ground wire. I've been watching for over a year. You know what? Did you diagnose it over the internet again?
I don't know. Did I?
He said you did.
We talked about.
I don't know.
Maybe I said loose wire or something because he said it was doing something funny. That's the only thing I can think of. I
That's
try.
right. That's right. We do.
And I'm glad I was able to steer you in the right direction, but
That's what we do this live for you guys. I know, like a lot of people say, "Oh, I wish you lived closer." I might not move to Texas or Alaska
I'm definitely moving to Alaska.
by himself.
I'm gonna make me a little what's that called? A igloo.
No, I'm straight. Come see me
And
though.
live off fish all day.
But no, we do the lives to help people that may not have access to a good, knowledgeable mechanic in your area. And we just do the lives. And to be honest with y'all, I don't feel like doing this every Sunday, but it's near and dear to his heart. So I have to make sure I show up for him and for y'all.
So you're trying to skip out on y'all.
I really was. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, do we have to do the live tonight? But with that being said, please hit the like button. Okay, it's 45 of y'all watching. I only got 11 hearts. Give me some more hearts. And so my
give
time,
my wife some heart. She work hard, y'all.
I really do. I be out
a
here
hard working wife or a heart. You can't go wrong with that.
Man, yeah, because I sure tried to skip out on y'all tonight, but I was like, let me go because my husband want to do it, so we're going to go do it. Thank you to the one person that listens. I feel the love. Okay. Anyway, says, driving review says, love your videos. Can you recommend an accurate torque wrench that isn't a snap-on price? At a snap-on price. Amazon got good torque wrenches.
Yeah, I think I actually put a torque wrench in my Amazon store that I recommend, and I looked up all this stuff and looked at the reviews, and if I haven't bought it myself, I looked, I looked it up for you guys.
I'm finna put the thing on the screen.
Yeah, I guess just check out my store.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I took a torque wrench. I have a torque wrenches are funny.
AC Delco got one on there that you said it was nice. What snap on? I mean, which one do you use? Snap on there?
I use snap on because it's convenient, guys. I pay for convenience.
But if you couldn't have snap on,
I go to Amazon and get me a little El Cheapo and bring it on the snap on truck on their thingy. They have a I forgot what it was called. Anywho, they put the torque wrenches at 50 foot-pound, and the machine tell you if it's accurate or not, or something like that.
Hopefully that help you. Read reviews too. You know what I'm saying? What other people saying is very important too. If you're not gonna snap on. John Doe B says, is $2,700 a decent price for a tune-up, spark plugs, and coils on a 3.3 V6 Kia Sorento 2014 GDI? Quoted by Meineke. I feel like it's a bit much.
A bit. Man, you better run far away from them phones. I guarantee you could get your car towed from wherever you are to my shop and still spend way under that. That's
$100.
I never heard of nothing like
you
that.
You sure it's a 3.3?
They just have to. The intake is easy to move on those. They are straight up tripping, yo.
I'm like, baby, I don't know what you smoking, but you need to take it back to the dope man, please.
2,700.
Nah,
man, he gotta be playing. I think he playing. It ain't no way.
No, for real. People be out here getting taken for all they got. For real.
That's I could put an engine in their car for 2,700.
It said Atia Sean Baker says, have y'all gotten into a serious argument? Heck yeah. I almost said you know what? I'm gonna say this. The first 7 years of our marriage was like, I did the wrong thing. I married the wrong one because he got the wrong one in here. But you know what though? We've been married this long. Any marriage is not without struggles, because you are dealing with another human being. We're people.
I always tell people like this. People shouldn't be going and getting married in white, beautiful dresses. And they should be both showing up in bandages, because you're taking two broken people and putting them in the house together, and they have to work through all that heartache and they past relationships, mama issues, daddy issues.
Yeah, sure.
She got daddy issues. I got mama and daddy issues. It's rough. Yeah. Marriage is rough, but
it can be rough.
Yeah, if you do it right, getting married and not put your foot in like, I'm just waiting on the right time, just jump in that water, get married, because God can't bless no mess. and you stay the course, talk it through. I had a bad thing of shutting down and didn't want to talk. Silent treatment. Don't
That
do
man used to, hey, he used to ignore me for 2 weeks. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. I was just like, he really not talking to me. And guess what? I didn't even do nothing. You the problem. But we cool now. We got this rule that this couple, they every Labor Day around that time is their anniversary. And I think this year they made 58 years.
Yeah.
So we they say never go to bed angry. That's what we do now. And also too, I have to give him his space when he say he don't want to talk about it now. But he has to honor that and make sure we talk about it. So, I mean, and then too, nothing's ever that serious if you love somebody.
Yeah.
It's straight. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need a break. Sometimes I just
we
go
know,
sit down.
I'm not gonna say no names, but we know a particular couple. Definitely not gonna say no names because they may be listening to this live. Broke up. I'm just gonna say broke up. I'm not gonna go into details. And deep down inside, I feel she was better off with that particular guy. My grandma used to always say, you can't, what she used to always
can't nobody take men from you, but you can get away.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, guys and gals, when we make mistakes, we hurt ourselves more than we hurt our spouse. And sometime in life, when you go through something that's painful, you don't want to do that anymore. Just like with the mechanic industry, I learned from a lot of bruises and knocking myself out, literally almost,
I remember that.
chipping my teeth, running myself over, all kind of crazy stuff.
He did all that.
You learn from that, and it makes you travel through mechanicking safer, just like they make you travel through a relationship more straight and narrow and safe. But some people, they just don't learn. Yeah. But that's some people. But that's my 2 cents.
Until Sean be coming through with them questions, them marriage questions. Randy says, is burning fuel, I think, more fuel versus air mix on the Equinox with the negative?
Negative, yeah, because burning fuel is negative and positive is too much fuel and not enough air. So yeah, it's getting too much fuel.
And then he says, I changed the high pressure fuel regulator on the fuel rail. Then he said, thank you, I would try it. So whatever you told him.
Don't throw parts at it. You got to follow the correct diagnostic procedures, of course. But definitely try the fuel induction service, though. It needs it. I know it do if it hasn't had it.
Mm-hmm. CB says, just change the high pressure fuel pump that had that problem. Probably was talking about
that Equinox, because that's what comes to mind. That high pressure fuel pump, something is going on with.
Somebody said it's a David party. I'm telling you, the Davis is coming through tonight, and the Lexus owners are coming through tonight.
What? They're not having no real problems. It's a Lexus thing.
Right. Brighton says 2000 GMC Sonoma have a vibration when I accelerate. Then it goes away as I remain a constant speed. Maybe it goes away because the load changes. Could it be the drive shaft center bearing?
That's what comes to mind. You pretty much diagnosed your own car. Good for you. I'm proud of you. That GMC Sonoma, I have to think of, not the Sonomas. I don't know why there's not many, but the S10s, they were plentiful of. I don't see too many Sonomas out there. But I don't know if that's just a short wheelbase truck. I don't know if it has a center support. I haven't seen up under one in a long time, but I would check the drive shaft. Definitely. I'll check the U-joints. You may be having a falling apart U-joint. It may have some play in it, and it's an old truck, so I'm pretty sure you're having U-joint problems. I don't think it has a center support though, but check your U-joints. That's the little it looks like an X. It couples the drive shaft to the transmission and to the rear end. You know what I'm talking about. U-joints, hopefully.
Roger says, I prefer silicone grease for lube and guide pins. Royce 300 says, hey man, I love the sign up on the wall. Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
Amazon special, man. Get you one. I got a quick question. My radiator cap lost its rubber seal and it fell in the radiator. Do you think it's going to clog the block and block anything? It's a 5 penny.
About the size of the piece.
Like it's gonna block something.
I don't know if it will. It may be fine. You have so many of those tubes. It may block one or two of them, but you still have many, many more. Pretty soon, I think it'll just disintegrate in the system. So in about maybe a year or two, just do a radiator flush, and it may come out that way. Yeah.
Bill's barbecue. Bill, what you over there cooking? Let me see.
Post some pictures.
Right. Have you had trouble with the 2012 Malibu intermittent no headlights or headlights burning out prematurely?
Those Malibus, I think them the ones that you have to remove the entire bumper on to get to the dang on headlights. Yeah. What I normally recommend to folks with those Malibus, if that's the hard one to get to, I recommend switching to LED bulb. Go on Amazon, get you a good quality LED light bulb set for that particular car, make and model, and you won't have no more problems. Read the reviews, and they're going to be the same price as a twin pack of halogen bulbs at your local AutoZone or whatever part store you go to. So go on Amazon, get you some LED bulbs.
Amazon hitting the night though.
Yeah, Amazon is hitting the night.
A day with Jay says Ford sold both, and now they are teamed up. Range Rover and Jag.
They still? So I'm assuming
Range and Jag are teamed.
I know, but who owned them? Ford had their hand in them at one point
when they was making them ugly Jaguars. Yeah.
I don't think
Google it.
You gotta Google it, babe.
Who owns Jaguar?
Let's see. I'm interested in that.
Tata Motors.
So Ford must sold it to Tata?
I guess so.
Interesting.
They don't own them anymore. It's a Mumbai Tata Motors. I don't know what
when did Ford get rid of them?
I don't know, but they don't own them no more, which is good in a way, in a sense. We have to check it out now. Yeah, all right, guys, we got to wind down. So I'm going to just try to get to the bottom to get to some of y'all. David says, I was the second viewer on the vlog today. Good stuff. People need to see the struggles to understand what we go through. Exactly. Because it's not, roses. And if y'all like that, we'll do some more, maybe a weekly vlog or something.
We'll keep y'all posted if y'all like that.
Kendrick said, brake squeal only in the morning. Why is that?
Most likely cheap pads. Somebody done slapped some cheap pads on your vehicle. Dan's learning curve. What's going on?
Dan, there you go. It says 39 likes and 33 watching. Good. Well, maybe you know what, guys? Maybe my side is wrong because right now it's only showing 12. But I appreciate everybody who liked it. Keep us motivated to keep it going. You know what I mean? Because I be having to go in the house and wash dishes.
What do you say?
Oh, Wesley is helping out and no-go them. They all talking to each other in the chat, which is good. We love it. We love it. David says, hey, if you wanted to do the swap with Royal Purple, would it be better if I buy the fluids or have your shop order it when I come in for the transmission and oil service? Now, Royal Purple will allow you to bring with you. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Transmission fluid, I would want to get that. But if you want to use Royal Purple, I'll probably have you bring it in because if I do a transmission service on your vehicle, I'm getting it straight from the dealership to avoid any confusion or anything like that. Mm-hmm. That's just one of my little rules.
Somebody said, I told my car to Georgia and send my people to you guys.
I appreciate
y'all need to come on and move down here.
I'm going to be thinking about that $2,700 tune-up all night, man. I'm still blown away by it.
I'm telling you. Gene said that motor on that Kia 2700
itself. Yeah, definitely.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
That is insane.
Sis, Alex is a good guy and you're a nice person as well. I try to be. What is that? Alex, the relationship doctor. Hey, man. Trial and error, baby. Automotive and marriage advice. Yes, you can get that here.
Yep.
You can get
All
that
at
here.
one stop shop. All kind of relationship advice.
Randy said Meineke be on one. They charge like $800 for anything as simple as changing 4 tires, installation, set of simple, and their oil changes also bad year joke. I'm telling you, you know it. Bad year.
I'm about to go mess with mine.
Bad year as in good year. I got the joke. I like it. Listen, guys, we got to get on up out of here. As I said, I got to work tomorrow. I'll be answering phones at Alice the Car Doc. So if you want to call and just tell me, hey, that's fine too. Okay.
He said Tata has bought up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in here in the house and research them. But thank you to all the Davids that came in tonight. Let's see what he got to say. Range and Jag have teamed up. Maybe one will be dependable. Hopefully, meant to say now instead of no. Hopefully, it's because I have credit with them. I got you. Hopefully, I don't know, baby. Tell them they need to come on down with that price though. Tell them I said so and call me.
What are you saying? The real
but if I missed you, I'm sorry. I don't know, babe. You messing me up now.
My bad.
We got to go.
Yeah, we got to.
We love
guys.
you. Wednesday night, we'll be in here live 8:00.
What a topic. Wednesdays we talk about stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about a topic for the first few minutes, then we'll answer questions after. So it was a good live stream this Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy your week. Have a blessed week. I pray everybody have a problem-free week. I know that's unrealistic, but we need a break, Lord. Give us a break.
Guys, until next time, Alice Car Doctor out.
See you guys on the next one. Enjoy.
Love you.